Cool, we're back, and today we're starting with a blank canvas, and I thought that we could kind of go through making some ambient textures or just like pads to kind of start a track with. There's something I really like to do is when I don't have any ideas, like now, feeling totally uninspired, to be honest, kind of forcing the issue and how we can push through the barriers. So usually what I'll do is I'll record something, like either me playing guitar or maybe like me playing like on the MIDI keyboard, and then I'll mess with that audio, like reverse it, apply heaps of effects, try to make like a new pad out of it, and then I might just put like a drum loop under it. So let's try and do that together and see how far we get there, or what we actually do that is good. Was that English? Okay, so headphones on. All right, so a cool thing, I'm gonna try to do two ways. We'll see which one works better, but this whole splice into rack integration thing is just unbelievable. And as you can see before, I was already searching for some strings, but maybe, let's just audition these. Give us a sec. Just more rubbish on splice as per usual. So I'm actually just going to look for, I'm just trying to look for something that sounds like already kind of good, to be honest with you. That's like half the work. And then what would also be good is if there was some, like not too much movement, because I want to make pads out of them, even though I'm going to stretch them, but it's kind of nice. Let's see if that works. I definitely want some chords, I think, so let's remove all. What happens if I click on Sol? Give me some changes, would you, bruh? That might work. Oh yeah, that sounds cool already. All right, let's just try these three. And then what I do is I just start whacking effects on there. I'm not overthinking this part because I'm actually just gonna like resample it, which we love at Retro HQ. We love resampling, as you know. So I'm just thinking like kind of real basic, even just the stock setups, delays, reverbs, like hybrid reverb I like. What else do I like? Maybe a bit of chorus. Maybe a bit of raw, which I'm really getting around lately. Maybe some overdrive. This might be a bit too hectic, but subtleties, as we know. And as we learnt in the last episode, you can flip it and reverse it, and then hold shift and then drag this thing out. So that just basically stretches it as far as it will go for this instance. And now let's have a listen. That's Black Dog. See if we can further consolidate that and stretch it even more. I think it's just like moving too quickly. Wrong button. Bam! I think it's too fractally. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. We're just going to see like what sounds the best, basically. So, I'm just turning down the gain because it's like like with every instance, every plugin, obviously the gain gets a bit hectic and it ends up distorting quite a bit. So, I mean, you can just fix that by just fixing the input, basically. See, this is nice. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Oh, it's beautiful. So, yeah, I think we might go with that. So then what I would do is I would just duplicate it and then bounce in place, which is a new Ableton update. Thank you very much, Ableton. Feedback, some positive feedback for once. And then once that happens, then what I would do is I would put it into a MIDI, like sampler or whatever, and then just pick out parts that I like, and then that would be then become like a new pad. And the reason why I do this is because it's like a quick, easy way to like sample and resample and not try to do too much sound designing. I mean, this is sound design, but like basically synthesis, which I don't think, for me personally, is my strongest, like I'm not that strong at it. So I like to just manipulate pre-existing audio, and then you can put that in MIDI and you can adjust the ADSR and kind of make your own pads out of it. And I just love starting with like a kind of like a main tone, I suppose you would call it, like a root note, basically, to just like build off. And then sometimes I might even go back and delete that, but it's just a good starting point. It makes me like think of a key and like think of a groove, and maybe gives me something to like start working on, you know? So now we have this audio bounced. As you can see, there's no effects on there. Then I'd insert a MIDI clip and I just drag it in, and then I would go through, I'd change that to sampler, and then I would go through and audition the parts, right? So I'm just playing like the keyboard here. So that's dope, man. And then if you just loop down here, zoom in a bit, this loop mode will make it go like back and forth. And then, yeah, so this is what I was saying about adjusting ADSR. Let's just make it a bit nicer. See, that's awesome, man. See how easy that was? And then I would just go on top of this. Let's go with a hybrid. I don't bloody know, mate. All these sound the same to me, to be honest. If you can like, I mean, I can understand the tails, but if you can like really hear the difference in reverbs, I mean, it's like having perfect pitch, I'd feel like. You are a genius. Good luck to you. Delays. Do I like that delay? Let's use the Modnetic. Actually, no, let's just use Ableton plugins, so then this is more relatable. Or you can just be a sucker like me and get absolutely done by Black Friday sales. Like the suggested ads, they got me by the by the ball, so to speak. They got me twisted around their finger, mate. So yeah, we got reverbs, delays. Then I would go in, let's like color limiters, quite nice. Bit of like a limiter, saturator plugin. What else? Yeah, raw's cool. I really like amp. I think I like amp a lot because of the dual thing that you can do with it. I really like when that happens, that sound. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, man, that's so awesome. And there you go. So that is the start of something. I'd say that much for free. And then I would just duplicate it, man, and then I would find another part of it. So let's stick on this D. Sorry, I'm playing an E. A D on the QWERTY keyboard. And then I'll just take this loop off for a second and then find a different section. Sometimes if you play like the 7th or the 5th, you can get like both notes kind of intertwining with each other, like a bar chord essentially, which is kind of like, I think, how they would have played those like kind of old like drum and bass or jungle kind of pads, where because you're playing one up like a 5th in pitch, it actually plays faster. So they would like overlap with each other and stuff. So that could sound really cool. And I'll show you in MIDI like what I mean by that in case you don't get exactly what I'm trying to say. It's distorting a little bit somewhere. Yeah. I just want to turn down the volume. And there you have it. That's another one. So let's use that. And then, yeah, I'll do the same thing. Duplicate. And then on this one, we can just find another section. I'm going to put this back to 0. Oh, my bad. And obviously this technique, like you can do it with granulators and stuff like that as well. There's many ways to skin a fish or whatever it's called. But this is just one way that's like quite quick and easy, and is all like done with like stock Ableton stuff and or splice. As I said, like you can use splice samples, pre-existing samples. I mean, you can even use like songs, you know, you can sample like full songs and like do this technique. It's obviously very easy to do. And then once I get something like that going, then that's when I would say I'm just going to get like a loop up to make it really easy. But say I got like a kick drum first. I like to use this stock kit. So just draw in some kicks. What are we on for? Whatever. And then with this thing, I usually like to just let the attack off a little bit, put the decay right down, and that should sound okay. I'll run that quite a slow 30. 125. What else do I like to put on this? Color limiter, big fan of that guy. Drum bus is always a good one. Whoa. And then, what else? That'll do for now. Oh, EQ, obviously, yeah. Whoa! What have I done there? It's funny. Maybe a bit of drive, why not? Yeah, something like that. And let's find that could be cool. Is that what BPM is that in? Let's do the world famous transient shorting. And already got a little idea going, and we could go anywhere. Those things were playing the whole time too, and that sounds quite good. That's really funny, I didn't realize that. But hey, it sounded good. Actually, let's keep that. Yeah. Then we can maybe blend this one in. Pads 3. So that sounds like shit. I think, what was this one? That's on the G. So let's try the G. Yeah, that's why. And then this, what's that? The G and the C. And then that can be, it's on the C and the... Let's get one down. That'll sound cool. Yeah. And there you have it. Just something very simple to start on. It has like a lot of movement in the stereo field. I can't even remember what I've done. Yeah, so I've just duplicated all these, but I think this one needs a bit more. It sounds so interesting though. And say, I've been using this like free sine bass heaps. This thing's really cool. So this is all free. I mean, they're quite limited, but for the sound they have and the fact that they're free is like pretty freaking good, man. And then you can just figure out the key. Got my trusty keyboard here. Still recording, I hope so. Bit of a bonobo vibe or something. Yeah, so definitely get this thing. I've downloaded like all the free things that come with it, Sine Player, but I mainly use that bass one because it sounds so good. It's like a precision bass sound. Oh. Give it the old consolidate and a bit of bloody quantize. Let's just, once I know what the notes are, then you can kind of just draw things in. Oh, bang, bang. And let it breathe for a second. And then we're gonna go boom, boom. Something like that. So that's kind of cool. And that's like a cool little idea, you know. And that just kind of started from messing around with audio. Sorry, excuse me, with audio, and then just seeing what can happen. And then suddenly I'm inspired. So hopefully that inspires you too. Thank you.